Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I would like to thank you, Mr. Secretary, for being with us today. New York City's congestion pricing plan received approval from the Federal Highway Administration in June of this year and is expected to go into effect early 2024. As I'm sure you know, the approved plan will charge commuters, many from my district, up to $23 just to enter New York City. I was happy to join with my colleagues on this committee, passing a resolution opposing the congestion pricing plan. The plan is deeply flawed, it's unfair, and it represents a money grab on New Jersey commuters' wallets. Why did the FHWA approve this plan so quickly, despite findings on a preliminary environmental assessment revealing that environmental harm to New Jersey communities and other New York boroughs?
I'm not sure I can honestly concur with the characterization of the process as quick. It was held up under the previous administration. We inherited it, and Federal Highway spent the entire time that we've been here up until this summer working through the process to make sure that the project met the requirements of the law. Now, to be clear, US DOT doesn't have a policy role here in deciding whether this is good policy or not. That's a state decision. Any exchange of revenue between the states is to be negotiated among the states. But of course, Federal Highway Administration does have a responsibility because of the federal connection with the value pricing pilot program to oversee the NEPA process. And it's probably the only context in which I've been urged by some members, not all of this committee, to have a permitting process take longer instead of having it go quicker. What I can tell you is that it was thorough. The process included over 22,000 individual comments that were received and that were reviewed.
With respect, this plan is a gut punch to my constituents and many others within the region, and I just want to let you know of their grave concern in this regard.
I respect your perspective on that, and do want to emphasize that the vast majority of commuters in your district who get to Manhattan by transit are benefiting from the IIJ investments that we do have direct responsibility and a role in.
I think you're anticipating my next question, if I may. The Gateway Project benefits not only New Jersey, but the entire region and the country. Completion of that project and increased commuter rail access into and out of New York City is years away from that full project being completed. Many in my district, along the Raritan Valley line of the New Jersey Transit, commute every day into New York City and are increasingly frustrated with the need to transfer at Newark Penn Station, while other New Jersey Transit lines have the benefit of a direct connection into New York Penn Station. My bill, the 1C Ride Act, passed this committee in July with the objective of studying the benefits of a non-transfer option on the Raritan Valley line into and out of the city. Additionally, as was announced on September 6th by Governor Murphy, the FHWA has awarded an additional $425 million in federal transportation dollars to NJDOT as part of the federal August redistribution process. The additional spending will be split, $315 million to NJ Transit projects and $110 million for NJ DOT projects. The Hunter flyover, which is key to realizing 1C Ride, and these dollars seem appropriate for helping to complete the Hunter flyover, which is integral to residents all along the Raritan Valley line. Can I have your commitment to work with me and the NJ DOT to helping to make sure that the Hunter flyover is prioritized so we can help my constituents and many others across New Jersey gain access to a 1C Ride option in the very near future, even before the totality of the Gateway is completed?
Thank you. We want to make sure that this project receives every due consideration and prioritization, and welcome the opportunity to work with you on that and the Gateway effort more broadly. We know how important it is to New Jersey commuters and to the region as a whole.
Yeah, and to the entire country.
Agreed.
It's extraordinarily important, and I will continue to work on that with you. And then, if I may, on the IIJA, the workforce shortage in the construction industry, has grown. And there's a pressing need for effective training programs that quickly developed an effective workforce. Can you talk to me a little bit about how the DOT and HWA is actually collaborating with industry associations to leverage existing programs and to grow other, other lessons in programs?
Thanks for the question. It's a timely one. We need to make sure we have the workforce ready to deliver on all of these projects. We welcome that challenge because it means lots of good paying jobs, but it's a real challenge. And so we have engaged not just industry, but community colleges, labor unions, transit agencies, everybody who has some role in preparing workforce. And I would emphasize that workforce is often an eligible use of federal aid highway dollars, including formula dollars. So in addition to it sometimes being a factor in our discretionary grants, we also welcome and enthusiastically encourage states to use dollars for that purpose. We know it's just as important as the steel and the concrete for getting these projects done.
Okay, thank you. I yield back.
The gentleman yields.